Good morning, YouTube. It is Friday morning, and I am in Georgetown, Kentucky, heading to the Obet's OC. So I just had breakfast. Wendy's got a sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant and some taters. And I got me a Monster. Even though I don't drink them as much as I used to in the past few weeks now. I still grab a Monster from time to time, but I haven't had any pop. Because what I have after that Monster is another one of these. I got like 2 or 3 of these in the refrigerator. So I've been sticking with water and a Monster here and there. So I don't drink pop. I gave it up, and I pretty much don't miss it. I mean, it's not a big deal. But I done pre-trip, done breakfast. It is right now 6:03 in the a.m. It's still dark. I usually don't like rolling until about 7. But I just looked at the radar on my trip from here to Columbus. Pretty much all we're dealing with this morning is fog. Fog. I should be in Columbus around 9 a.m. I got to drop this relay off. Because originally this was set for me to drop this relay off because I was supposed to take the next 5 days off. So I should have been there last night. I was supposed to have been there originally last night. That way I take Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off, and then go back on duty Wednesday morning so I can get terminated and move forward to my owner-operator deal. But we figured out a way to work. And the only reason we was doing that because I was told by payroll that I had to use my PTO before I lost it. So that's what our initial plan was. So I wouldn't lose the 40 hours of PTO I had coming to me. I didn't just want to give up like $800, right? So, but my leader found out a way we can do it. So all I had to do was request to have my PTO payout done on my next check. So I'm able to get my 40 paid out to me on my next check, but I'm also still able to continue to work so I can have a couple more paychecks during my transition. So I'm going to work until, so now the schedule is, I haven't got a pre-assignment yet because I didn't set my NAT till 10 a.m. So I'm sure the closer I get to Columbus, they'll have an assignment for me. So now the plan is, I'm going to work up until, and get back to Columbus on Tuesday. And then I'll clean out my truck. Wednesday morning, I'll have my exit meeting with my leader. I'll go get the rental, load it up, spend the evening in Columbus with some people, some buddies of mine, and I have some things that were shipped to his place. He's been holding on to them for me. So I'll gather those, hang out with him and his wife for a little bit, and then head to Green Bay, probably late Wednesday night, and then I'll get there Thursday, and I'll check into my hotel. Now, Schneider takes care of the hotel starting Sunday, the entire time that I'm there. So I've got to pay for a hotel Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, which is fine. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll be in Green Bay for a few days before I'm supposed to be there, just because it wound up being the cheaper route. And all the advantages came through. I'm able to work a little further so I can get another paycheck while I'm there, or 2 more while I'm there, or while I'm up there. And like I said, it'll help me feel that transition of a couple of weeks before I start getting my operator pay. So that's it. Let's get moving. We're at this pilot here. I remember the last time I was here, this pilot, I did a pre-trip. No, it was a post-trip when I got a trailer from, it was, 30 miles back in the woods or something here from here. I remember this when I got parked here. When I did my post-trip, I had 2 flat tires. 2 of my inner passenger side trailer tires were low, which they wasn't, because I picked this thing up like an hour prior to getting here, and they wasn't low. Or I didn't notice it at the time if they was. But I had 2 flat tires here, so I spent here the night. The night here, and I had to go to this. There's a Goodyear tire center right here at this pilot in Georgetown. So fortunate I was in a location to get it repaired fine and not happen to the road. But yeah, anyway, that's it. It's now 6:06 in the p.m. or a.m. rather, a.m. And I woke up early. My alarm set at 5:30. I woke up at like 4:15. But then again, I will say the night before I didn't get very good sleep. Last night, I was probably passed out by 8:30. I was gone. I slept good. And how I can tell how long I sleep is my CPAP machine. So slept a solid 7.5 hours continuous. I woke up the same position I fell asleep in. So I slept good. Anyhow, let's hit the road.
Reveal the most drawn numbers when you do the Powerball and the Mega Millions. Number 17, 7, 11, 2, 3, and 9 are the balls that pop up the most. The least drawn are 33, 15, 34, 31, 26.
Start over. Yeah, right.
All those numbers.
It's like when you read a phone number in a commercial. I hate reading phone numbers in commercials because nobody's going to remember it.
No.
Like a website works or hey, Google this. But like this story of Lunchbox, 4, 2, 2, 6.
Yeah, so I thought I cracked the lottery. And I was all excited to share it with you guys.
But you cracked it. It's a news story. I guess they would have cracked
Well, these are the Australian numbers. They didn't reveal the Americans.
It's the other side of the world.
But even then, if they reveal the numbers, there has to be numbers that win more than others. But it doesn't mean it's frequent.
Yeah, but why would they tell me the American number?
Right, because it's the Australian site.
New York Post?
Is there a difference? Australian balls and American balls?
Yeah, Australian balls shoot down through the hole. Be awesome. I'm mixing up all kinds of music. We will do Garth Brooks, we'll do some John Party, we'll do some George Strait, we'll Usher, we'll Fountains of Wayne, Stacey's Mom, all mixed together, plus more coming up. Bobby Bone Show.
Alright, so we dropped that relay off at Obet's in the yard there. Mud pit, swamp. Oh, it's a mess in there when it's raining. And even when it's dry, it's got a bunch of holes. So waited there, put it farther around for about 45 minutes or so before I decided to leave. Because I still have an assignment. Before I decided to leave to go down to the Loves a couple miles down the road. While I was on my way to the Loves, I did get an assignment, which is from, sorry, I just dropped my trailer, so I'm a little winded. I'm through Walmart, DC in Columbus, taking this down to a Walmart, DC in Coleman, Alabama. I've been to both of these places before. This trip is a total of 541 miles. So, my goal is, I want to, technically this load doesn't have to be delivered until Sunday the 28th. But I'm going to have this delivered, it's right now it's only like 11:23 a.m. So I'm going to go over here to the office, get my paperwork and get my load and head down the way. I want to knock over half of this out today, and I'm hopeful in the goal is, I want to get this thing dropped off tomorrow around noon, get another assignment on Saturday. That way when I clear up with that, Sunday or Monday, it'll all go on to this week's pay. And then when I work for the next couple days up until Tuesday, that'll be a small check for just a small check to come in during my transition, like we talked about earlier. So, all right, that's it. So let me go ahead and go to the shipping office, get my paperwork, and get down the road to Coleman, Alabama. Alabama, son! Never make a plane, guys. Never make a plane out here. Found my trailer, connected to it, doing a pre-trip. The trailer has 8 tires, right? 8 wheels. 2 of them are off the rim. Tire number 2 and tire number 5. Which, if you're looking at the trailer, the tandems, that would be the front axle inside tire and the rear axle outside tire on the driver's side. I don't see any obvious reason of why they're off the rim. Like, I don't see like a shredded tire or anything like that. And my initial thought is every time I see flat tires on a trailer, that's like a damn yard jockey drug the damn thing, didn't give a shit about freezing the axles. But then I'm thinking, well, if he'd have drug them, I feel like both tires probably would have popped. But then again, that's not always true either, because one could have less tread than the other, and it would just go out quicker. The damage, obvious damage, could be on the bottom of the tire, and I'm not moving the trailer like this because I'm supposed to be about 75,000 pounds right now, and if it was just one flat, I'd probably go back over to the Obet's yard and have them fix it. I haven't called them first because I was hoping they would come over here and just do it, so I ain't got to wait on SEM, Schneider emergency maintenance, because every time you get tire service, like 3 or 4 hours later, finally somebody shows up. And they ask you how many hours you got left on your clock. I should have told them 2. But I was honest. It's like, I got 7 hours and 30 minutes, 7 hours and 20 minutes left. That's trucking, right? So most of the damage you come across, like when you're at a shipper or a receiver, most of the damage you come across during trailers, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of the damage you come across is caused by these yard jockeys. They just don't care about the equipment they're pulling around. They don't wait for all the the brakes to release. They just push it and go and drag them. I've seen them drag them across the lot. They just don't care, or they're just not aware. Oh well, it's now. I've already made all my phone calls. I just literally got the phone with SEM. It is now 12:14 p.m. Let's see what happens. All Alright, an hour later, I'm still waiting. I did get notification that I got a call today about 30 minutes ago saying ETA 2 hours. But I was just watching some YouTube videos and it reminded me a couple things I wanted to mention that I forgot to update last video in my my update section of the video. But here's the thing: if you didn't watch the last part of the video, the last video, then I have activated channel memberships and the thanks button. So if you look at my page, you'll see a join button now and a thanks button. That's just there. I'm not asking for anything, but it's just there. It's just there. So if you want to be a member, then great, go click on the button, on the join button, and see. There's 2 tiers, and see. Damn, but they're gonna think he's flexing out the way, and just see what it gives you. See what the perks are. What the hell? Quit flexing. Stay still. All right. Anyway, and also I'm thinking about mats. The Mid-American Trucking Show, March 21st to March 24th in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm thinking about attending that this year. Maybe. I'd like to. But I'm just getting into my own truck and I want to, so it's going to be a fly-by night. It's going to be like a last-minute thing if that happens or not. But I'm curious, any of you going to be at Matt's? Any of y'all going to the Trucking Show? Let me know. And also, since I got this webcam, or the dash cam, I've had a couple of messages, people asking me where to get it. I have a new section in my description, which has been there for a few videos since I got that. Just so people would see it, but obviously not everybody looks at the description. So there's a section in my description now, so the equipment that I use, and they have links to where you get it. I got a link to the dash cam that I got. It's an Amazon link. And the SD card that I purchased to go into it. And I also have a link to the flashlight that I use. It's 29,000 lumens, 29K. Bright as hell. Bright little sun gun. Right here. It's even got, like I say, if you do the buttons real fast, got a little side light, dimmer light, red light. You can flashy. Well, normally it's bright, dim, flash, and flashy flash. So 29K lumen. This is a bright ass flashlight. It's really good, and it's chargeable. And it comes with the fat big battery. You can charge it with USB, which I do most of the time. But I also got a battery charger where I vape, so I use that at times too. So I just use it when it's dark, so I don't have to charge it very often. It just holds last, but it's bright as hell at night. It's awesome flashlight. So there's that section there. But I'm still waiting, so hopefully they'll be here sooner than the robot that called me says they'll be here. We'll see. All right, so it's now 2:30 in the PM, and he's just been here like 5 minutes, so hopefully it's just those 2s. He'll have to repair or inspect the others when he gets them off, just because I'm not sure how the bottoms look. Hopefully this is all it takes. It won't take him probably 30-40 minutes to do all this, but I'll get back with you. Yep, yard dog strikes again. They were drugged. And it's 3. What the hell is that? 3 tires. The third one, because it was drug, it wasn't flat, but it's damaged bad enough to where it needs to be replaced. So instead of 2 tires being replaced, 3 tires are being replaced. Fucking yard jockeys, man. They just don't care. They don't care. All right, so 4 hours waiting on that. I drove about 40 miles down the road. I'm done. I've been on duty for like 11 hours. I'm tired. I was going to go another 40 miles to the fuel stop, but that area's not a very good flying J, so I stopped, like I said, about 40 miles short at Flying J. I just parked, did my post trip. Now I'm gonna go in here to Dennys and have dinner. All right, so I slept in this morning just cause. On pre-trip, remember yesterday I had the tire problem? Three. Why is that so? What the hell? 3 of those tires had to get replaced. It was initially reported as number 2 and number 5, which is, I already explained that. But now, when it came out, number 1 tire was rubbed. It wasn't flat, but it was rubbed. It had been drug. It was damaged, so we had to replace it. So we replaced 1, 2, and 5 yesterday. 3 tires. Now during pre-trip this morning, post-trip it was fine. Pre-trip this morning, the number 2 tire is flat again. The only thing I talked to Schneider Emergency Maintenance, and the only thing I can figure is why it would be leaking is that maybe there's a crack in the rim or something, a slow leak somewhere. Because the airline, because a lot of these trailers have an air system to where it inflates the tandems. You got to worry about the air pressure back there. But for whatever reason, number 2 is flat again. So it's either it was a bad recap and it has a slow leak, and the cold made it worse, or there's a crack in the rim. So I told her to send somebody else back out, bring a tire in, bring a rim, swap that out, and we'll see if that works out. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of why it would be leaking again, or why it'd be flat. Every other tire is fine, just number 2. So I guess I'm going to have to wait for a while again. How long it's going to take? It's crazy. It sucks. It sucks bad. But, it is what it is. Luckily, this one don't have to be delivered until tomorrow. But I was wanting to be there today so I can at least start another load. Because if I start another load today on Saturday, even if I finish it on Monday, it'll still go in this week's pay, which will give me a nice monster check for next week while I'm in Green Bay. So, anyhow, I'm gonna go inside here, and I was getting ready to pull off. I was gonna go inside and grab me a burrito and a monster hit the road. But now, since I'm already gonna be here for a couple more hours, I'm gonna go back into Dennys and just have breakfast. So, yeah, I'm all beat up, man. I thought it was just last night, me having a bad day, me being picky, me being just grumpy. Dennys in Jeffersonville, Ohio, off I-71, exit 69, is the worst Denny it's in the Flying J. It's the worst Denny's ever been to. Last night, I had country fried steak dinner. I was wanting the red seasoned taters. They were out, so I got the mashed taters and the honey glazed corn, which I ordered. Country fried side salad and cheese sticks. Cheese sticks are good. Cheese sticks are always good. Side salad, you can't really mess salad up. Just throw some ranch on it, boom, you're done. So the meal comes out. The corn is like, just opened a can and just poured it in a bowl and threw it in the microwave, which is probably where I'm not sure they get their corn in a can, but it's called honey glazed ham. I've had it before, and it's really good corn. But they didn't treat it. They didn't like season it up. They didn't do nothing. Mashed taters, I don't know what was wrong with those things. They just weren't good, and they were real thin. It was runny. Country fried steak, overcooked. If you know anything about country fried steak, it's got this breading around it. It's really which makes it crisp. But once you overcook that breading, it's leather. It's hard. It's tough. It's like bricks. It's hard to eat. Again, I just thought I was having a bad day and I was nitpicking. This morning I go in here, I get the Grand Slam, like add 2 extra eggs, double the sausage, put cheese on my hash browns on sweet tea. I told her that when I sit down. 10 minutes later, she's coming out to clean the table. I'm just like this. She's like, oh, let me get your tea. I like, remember, it's unsweetened. She went, yep. Then she comes out. I'm like, can I get a straw? She went, oh, you want a straw? No, I don't want a straw. So about 10 minutes later, a plate of food comes out. The lady's like, your toast will be out just momentarily. And the whole point of having bread with toast and with fried eggs over easy. That's how I like my eggs over easy, because they're runny. You can sop up all the goodness with the biscuit or the bread, the toast. So I ate the hash browns with the cheese and ate my 4 sausage links. And I go to cut into the eggs. That's not over easy egg. And it looked weird when I first saw it. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, it's questionable. But when I went to cut into it, it confirmed. It looked like someone just cut 5 eggs into a freaking frying pan, let it sit there and burn, flipped it over for about 30 seconds and called it in. No. I don't like my eggs being crunchy. I like them soft, and I like them runny. Eggs don't burn naturally. Butter is what burns. He just overcooked them. I was like, listen, this is just my meal. I'll pay for the hash browns with the cheese and the sausage in my teeth. That's not over. Yeah, once I got done with the toast finally came out. You know, I'm like, says I say, just my meal. I'll pay for what I'm eating, but you need to teach a cook how to do over easy eggs, because those are not it. And I was like, listen, it's not your fault that the cook didn't know how to cook the fucking eggs. He needs to be taught how to make over easy eggs. So I wasn't being rude, I wasn't being nasty, I was just being real. I don't mind spending money. I spend more money out here than I should. But when you went to re-rank it, it was still like $20. I'm like, I looked at it. He still rang me up for the gram same with the base price. I'm like, listen, ring this stuff up individually, because I don't mind spending money, but $20 for hash browns and sausage? No, that's not right. So she adjusted the bill. She was nice. And she could see I was upset, but I wasn't trying to be rude or nasty or mean. I was just talking. I was like, just being, hey, charge me for what I eat. I'll pay for what I got, but I'm not paying for this other crap. So, yeah. This Dennys, the server was nice, but when it comes to the product, the quality, yeah, the quality is not worth it. I can't think of another Dennys I've been to this far that's been worse. So right now, for me, I said what I said. The Dennys in the Flying J in Jeffersonville, Ohio, is the worst Dennys. Avoid it if you can. Okay, I just pulled over this pilot, and the only reason I stopped is because I stopped earlier after I finally got on the road. 40 miles down the road was my scheduled fuel stop. I pulled in there to get fuel, but for whatever reason, the EFS system is like not working very well. I couldn't connect with the tablet or the pilot app, and there was a pump down, and it just wasn't working. So after about 20 minutes of me fiddle farting around with that, on my fuel solution assignment on my tablet, I had to just click no. I didn't fill up there, and I moved on. Now I've been about 120 miles since then, and now I'm approaching a quarter of a tank. So I mean, I got a couple hundred miles left before I have to get fuel. But I pulled over because if I tried to request another fuel solution stop too close to that last place, they would have routed me back there. So I just pulled over here. I just did a fuel solution. It took about 15 minutes for it to process, and it came through. So now I have another fuel stop schedule, which will be in 60 miles. So, but I've only got 4 minutes left before my 8-hour clock, my required break is completed. So I'm gonna wait another 5 minutes. While I've been waiting, I went into the webcam and downloaded footage, and which you've already seen. So, what the hell? I got a big old come here. Look at that long son of a bitch. Anyhow, I got my new fuel solution. I'm gonna wait 4.5 more minutes and get down there and get fuel and see how far I make it today. I don't know. It's just gloomy, and I've lost a total of 7 hours on this trip because of the damn trailer. 4 tires. Aggravating. Now you might be asking yourself, country, if you were at a pallet, why would you drive 60 miles down the road to go to another pallet when you could have got fuel there? Well, the answer to that question is, I'm a company driver. I fill up where they tell me to fill up. And apparently, the discounts aren't the same no matter where you go. Just like all the gas stations in your area, all the gas prices aren't the same. But I would figure if you're a partner with a company, then your discount would be across the network. But apparently it doesn't work that way. So whatever their discount is, what they do is they calculate my route through the company GPS and search along the fuel stop possibilities all along that route, and they choose whatever is cheapest for the company, and that's where I fill up. Now I would like to fill up at any place in the network I wanted to and get the same discount for them, but that's not the way it works apparently. So that's why I had to go another 60 miles to another pallet to get fuel. As always, like I've said before, every time you stop, do a walk around, check all the tires, give them a good kick. You can tell when something's not right. Particularly worried about that number 2 tire again to make sure it hasn't went flat again. They changed the wheel out earlier. Should be fine. Waterfall. Padlock still there, seal still there. Actually, that tire is not depressed, so I'm confident the inside tire is good. Oh yeah. That's another way to tell if a tire is flat on your tandems. If one of the tires are, if the outside tire is depressed a little more than it should be. The telltale sign of all the weight on that axle on that side is on that one tire. Just like I said, just check everything. Do it once over. But now we're at 95 gallons. We'll probably get about 110 by the time it's over with, probably. We got 106 gallons. Pump price here is $3.89. I don't know what the discount is because I ain't got to worry about that yet. That's one of the things that I'm going to really enjoy once I go to owner-op. Fill up wherever I want, but find the max savings as well. Okay, I just parked. It's 6 o'clock Central Time, so 7 Eastern. I gained an hour today by going over to Central. And we got an express assignment. Right now I'm only like 3 hours away from the Walmart. I'm delivering to the Walmart DC in Coleman. So I'm going to do that in the morning. Our pre-assignment is over in Dixon, Tennessee. It's 160 miles away from Coleman, Alabama. And then I have a live load this place at 8 a.m. Monday morning. Let me just confirm that date, the 29th. Today's the 27th, Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday, the 28th. Yeah, Monday morning at 8 a.m. It's a live load. And I need to take that to the Home Depot up in Van Buren, Ohio. So that will officially be my last load as a company driver. After that, I need to go back to Obet's to the yard, clean out my truck, and have my meeting. But you'll see all that in the whole thing. You'll see all that on the next video, on Wednesday's video. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. I'm gonna cut this video out and continue tomorrow, delivering this current load, and then going to my next one. So thank y'all for watching. We're about the 35-40 minute mark. I think most people were like, yeah, that's cool. So it wasn't really intended to be this long, but I don't know when I'm gonna put in these videos, or how often I'm gonna talk, or when I'm gonna talk, or what I'm gonna talk about. I don't know. This is not pre-planned. It's just boom, my day is going, and I hope you enjoy it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.